Very excited to see how this is going to be going out. We're getting new characters too. You know, Ike, Rosalina, and two characters that we have not seen a lot in the past few months.
Exactly. This sword character in Ike may very well be a bit difficult, though, for Rosalina. Ike, one of those characters who was touched up by the buff, and the large disjointed hitbox he can toss out, it really makes it relatively easy to knock away Rosalina and Luma. Separate the two characters, it becomes a lot easier to play this matchup.
Yeah, this is definitely my first, I think one of my first matches seeing Ike post-patch. I don't know if I want to call it buff just yet, because there are definitely a lot of buffs, but his entire game plan has definitely changed. It's no longer just, you know, the Nair. Nair's coming out. Now you can see a lot of his other moves. Fair coming out a lot more. We saw those up air juggles.
Forcing out the up B early right there. White Glove Special has to go ahead and retreat back to stage. Dodge right there from this Ike player here. Just doing his best to actually get around Rosalina's hitboxes. Rising forward air, not catching the landing of the back air off platform.
Yeah.
First stock taken.
Yeah, so far Ike really finding a lot. Once Ike finds the hit, they're like finding that kill. They're finding that percent really well. But I feel like Rosalina is getting a lot more little chip damage coming in here.
Yeah, she's definitely a good boxing character for nowadays.
Ooh, love these, up air chains. I remember that was one of the things I saw very early on, when the game was still just at like a few majors. Just Ike do some crazy up air stuff, and then we didn't see it anymore because Nair was so crazy.
Up B out of shield, though, is going to be a big benefit right here. Even at ledge, Ike is able to apply a ton of pressure. You do not really want to, attempt to guard this man if you are not sure what he's going to do, but great up smash, though. That'll take the stock.
Yeah, pushing him to the corner, making sure, seeing when he's going to land, absolutely catching that, that landing. Great up smash.
Zsaih just getting that dash attack. Yeah, and the forward tilt to finish it off. So long, Star Child. Don't want any of that nonsense out of here. It's really like playing its melee Ice Climbers. If you go ahead and separate Nana and Popo, matchup gets so much easier. Rosalina, she ain't nothing without that Star Child. And already taking a much more defensive approach.
And again, immediately, as soon as Illuma spawned, didn't have a chance to breathe. It's out of here.
You were talking about the buff on forward air, and it looks like forward air is now just like the go-to move for just disjoining those two characters.
Yeah, it feels, very much like, honestly, like Smash 4 Ike. A lot of, the spacing was just kind of like jumping around a little bit, throwing out a fair to space, and if it connects, you better look out.
Good delay in the side B right there, forcing off White Glove from Edge. One up air, but trying for the up smash. Perhaps a missed buffer on the jump.
There's that new Nair coming out. Good, catching the end of that up air. Knew that Rosa has to land. Fantastic catch there. All right, throwing out a bunch of fairs.
Tries to up B and immediately gets grabbed out of it. Yeah, when the sword is gone, that gives him a little bit of a brief window of vulnerability.
I don't think I've ever seen Ike get caught out of his up B. I'm just like, okay, well, the sword's up there now. You got to go catch that. She just grabbed you out of it. She should be swordless.
You've got full armor, actually. As soon as you go ahead and don't have the sword in your hand, you have full armor. Grab's the only thing that beats it, so command grabs will work, too.
Ooh.
What pressure right there. Back air whittling that shield down, forcing the shield drop. He didn't shield drop that. That was a break easily. And then the landing aerial gets the grab confirmed. White Glove out here showing a little bit of Rosa tech right here.
Yeah, White Glove really showing that they got a lot of, once you're pushing to the corner, that's where White Glove starts to shine. Both kills have been found that way so far. And we're going to see if White Glove can find another kill, or if Zsaih is going to find the first game.
Again, Luma is gone, so Rosa just trying to go ahead and play as defensive as possible right now. Just kind of like jumping above Ike, not the best sometimes, though.
Yeah, not the Luma on it, but did Rosalina F Smash really just clank with Ike jab 2?
Yo, man, the big fist.
Daggone. Brutal.
Huge labor. Can't get the up air conversion. Good turning that into a frame trap with the dash attack. Forcing high and then responding with that buff forward air. Can't get the follow-up, though. Good tomahawk. I like the response at the end of it. Just recognize when one punish doesn't work, get what you can.
I like that. Landing with the bear, immediately going for another one. A character as tall as Rosalina. Is that it?
Yes, sir. Uppy is
nuts.
so good nowadays. And on a stage like Battlefield, the tri-plats usually are so phenomenal for Rosa because she can shark you underneath those platforms. But Ike gets a free trip to the top plat, and if you're at 120 or so, that Uppy is going to kill you easily, especially with a lighter character like Rosalina.
Yeah, that is crazy. Wow. Rosalina just out there, Not only does that move do, what, like 18, 20%, but that was all but that might have died at like 10% earlier, too, and that's a center stage. What a good move. So
Yeah,
long as it lands.
The buffs to that move are actually kind of crazy. Not only does it do a ton of damage, it's a solid out of shield option thanks to the armor now. And then even more than that, there's a lot of confirms that Ike mains are discovering into this. I've seen like down tilt back air is a new thing that they've got, but I've also seen neutral air into up B, and that can kill like 50 if you've got some rage on smaller stages. This character is kind of terrifying now. Up B is kind of replaced Nair a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's like there's more, it's less linear too. I feel like there's more options, whereas Nair is a move that is so good simply because of its range and its low landing lag, right? But it's still linear. It is very linear, whereas Up B, I think you can find a few more times to do, to use that. If someone's trying to hit your shield with a move that's a little laggy, if you're able to just catch somebody's landing with it. I know you can combo into it too, like out of what, Nair at some percents?
Mm-hmm.
Brutal.
And I actually talked to a couple Ike mains, and a few of them are skeptical. Like, a lot of them said that, yeah, he was a linear character. He was just the Nair machine. That was a common critique against him. The problem is that now he might have transformed into an up B machine, where everything that they're going to try to do is going to try to end with an up B confirm. Because it does so much damage, because it also kills, and because it has armor, that you're going to try to fish for a little bit. And I have seeing a lot of, like, day one Ikes after the patch, just seeing what the heck can I do to hit them with this move.
Absolutely. And I think it's one of the benefits of Fair getting buffed as well, the fact that you now have, almost a little bit of a better off-stage move, If they're at 80% or something off-stage, you don't usually want to go off-stage as Ike because your recovery's not the best,
But now, actually, you can go ahead and do it a little bit more with Fair. His air, like, drift, it still isn't great, but it doesn't really matter. You've got enough range on there that you can usually drift back. It lets him kind of, like, cover edges, but he doesn't really need to, like, go out and fish super deep, though. But we're back, and we're seeing more of the same here. Just Rosalina doing her best to try to play around the sword. The problem is that the second that Luma gets back, Zsaih is doing a really good job of just like 1 or 2 hits and then backing away, trying to get rid of Luma and get Rosa into a disadvantageous position.
Absolutely. Also, somewhat off topic, are we hearing Splatoon music right now on Battlefield?
I know, that's always the buff to all of these like Smash exclusive stages. You get any music on Battlefield, Vinyl D, small Battlefield, or big one.
What, have I been living under a cave? Are you kidding me? That's so cool.
It's so hype. It's one of the new changes. Yeah, all the Smash exclusive stages, can have any single music played on.
Oh, I saw somebody run majors complain. I was like, oh my god, we're just going to see Megalovania every single major now. And now I know why they said that.
Yep, now you know. Either that, for me, it's target test. Target test on every single stage all the time.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Splatoon music, so I'm super hyped to hear this. It's great.
Platform drop back here, very nearly taking that shot. Great DI right there by White Luck to try to go ahead and get back to center stage. But
that almost killed.
Neutral B, you can't go high on that one. Very good scouting the high recovery.
Yeah. And even then, it could have two-framed if you timed it right. So Rosalina just has a little too linear of a recovery, especially against Ike's neutral B. It's so good.
Let's go ahead and nair through the Luma. Just don't even look at me. Don't want to deal with it.
Oh, I love that. Landing with a nair, too far away for a grab, goes for a down tilt.
That's the Ike special. It's like, do you know when my nair is punishable? Because most of the time it's not. And then the down air to send the message.
Get out of here. That was so good. What a good stock.
Talk about Ike not liking to go off stage, but yeah, that's a good way to do it with these narrow ledges in the battlefield. It's a lot easier to scout that out.
All right, down throw. What are we getting off of it? Luma coming through saying,
Did that up smash hit him when he was below? Jeez, that hitbox, shanky. No punish with the down air there on the up B from Ike. Instead, a couple up airs slicing off Rosaluma's last stock.
All right, White Glove definitely needs to find this stock soon. And I'm sure they know that.
Yeah, this is quite difficult.
Yeah, fishing a little too hard for that fair, Thinking that Ike was going to jump from ledge, not able to catch that. Again, just honestly only going for that jump from ledge. Oh my god!
Trying to land with a button underneath Ike is always a difficult option. If that man scouts that you are being a bit too aggressive, he will cut you for it.
That was a stale up air killing at 71 before the hit.
Yeah, I mean, Rosa was so high. Like, I don't think that she was fast falling to try to get down. You're just like floating down with the down air and cuts.
Yep, and when you have a light character with low gravity, you are not in for a good time if you're getting hit off the top of the stage.